Good evening, everybody. Row code 86 here. I've got some tools and I've got some goodies. Webcam has finally arrived. Steam Deck has finally arrived. Steam Deck, Stream Deck. So we can put a face on the videos. Just checking quickly in OBS if everything is alright. Sure looks like it. Need to quickly set up my secondary monitor. And I can move OBS over there. All right. Looks like we're good. Where were we? Let's have a look. We are on day 28. And today, let me just add some white space here. What is the plan of day 28? I have about an hour's worth of time. I realized that on the last videos I went way over time. I think last one was 4 hours 20 minutes. That not only makes it a pain to upload to YouTube, but I can imagine that's also really hard to digest for anyone watching, unless you're really into this niche. But then you might as well better look at the stream, right? So I'll try to keep the videos a bit more condensed, trying to sneak in 1 hour nuggets of wisdom and gameplay, and we'll see how we do. So we got ourselves a dread, we trained our mercenaries, we got all the things in the station. I think there's still some levels left, but I'm not gonna wait on that. So let's try today to find another wormhole and see if we can spot something that's nice and usable. We have some lasers here, which can probably be on storage. I still need to unlock the missions. Everything else is already there. But this guy is only level 21, so we still have some way to go. I am able now to train some skills on my own station, which is really nice. I think those cloak field skills, for example, those are new. So I am assuming this is all randomized. I still have a lot of skills training, so I'll just leave them running for now. And that's it. Nothing in the cargo hold for fleet and drones. My fleet is probably still in Void Starcross, so let's go pick him up.
Warp drive activated.
Last video, where did 4 hours go into? Well, I assumed that getting 20,000 ore of each would be easy. I'm talking about the metals, of course. Turned out to be a lot, taking a lot longer than I was originally planning for. which happens to me quite often, to be honest. But hey, here we are. We got them all, so achievements done. This is, of course, the base game pre-release. I'm still debating whether or not I should start a sandbox session after the release, or at least check out the main 1.0 changes, if any. We'll see when the patch notes come in. So these guys are both training. So let's just keep them leveling. And in the meantime, I will just go over here and I will start with the yellow system, because those are my home systems. And see if we can find any place where a wormhole might have spawned. The way I do this is I count the number of warp gates versus the ones that are actually there. If there's more than advertised, or there's more advertised than there are showing here, then we know there's a wormhole. Okay, so nothing here, nothing here. Loose, no. Yeah, so I may not find any. We'll see. I am a bit tired, so I might be overlooking some. Nothing here. Let's check the green ones. So nothing here. 4 gates, that checks out. Okay. Orange systems. I know that the sandbox can go up to about was it 500 systems? Can't imagine clicking through all that. Find one of these. So I do get why people say that the game slows down if you go over 50 to 100 systems. And the way it looks here, I don't think it would. That's what I am avoid Starcross. One, two, three, four, five. No wormholes. Or I am overlooking them, I don't know. Wormholes don't lead to wormholes. I read that somewhere in the forums, at least a few years ago. We also have some nice passive income. Problem is I don't know what triggers a wormhole to spawn. Might be just that we actually need to travel and use jump gates. for them to show up. So let's
Warp drive activated.
try to jump to some places. That was not the intention. The intention was to actually travel.
GPS activated.
Just like that. I use a few of these jump gates and maybe find some wormholes along the way.
Warp gate activated.
The turn rate on this thing is so slow. But I guess it's a normal thing since
Warp gate activated.
the warp gate is the warp gate since it's a Titan. It's
Warning.
bulky
Raiders
ship.
detected.
Good GPS.
GPS
off.
disabled.
Let's launch some drones, eh?
Drone launched. Auto target activated.
Look at them go. And again, see they're not using any energy at the moment, which is a good thing. And there we go.
Drone docked.
Something still attacking me? No. I could start picking up the salvage, but I don't feel like it today, so I'll just pick up the monies and go.
GPS activated.
Another tip
Warp
that I
gate
got
activated.
is to watch the what is it called? To watch the lounge for the news, because apparently that also shows when wormholes spawn.
Warp drive activated.
So maybe that's something I can try now. Search for the magical wormhole. I'm running this game on
Dock
turbo
request
mode.
accepted.
That's because I want these mercenaries to level faster. I should probably also get a few new ones. But let's first focus on the news. Okay, so what do we have here? After a lengthy meeting in Kenishore Conference Center, Pirate board members have announced that they have come to an agreement on balancing the academic budget. Some classes will be provided additional resources by trimming the fat of some of the over-budget courses. Okay. Somebody wins the lottery. I'm guessing I can find these guys somewhere and just kill them. Market demand drops. water crystals. And now if you undock and you redock,
Dock request accepted.
more stuff starts showing up. And so my hope is that eventually
Dock request accepted.
there is a news item here for the wormholes.
Dock request accepted. Dock request accepted.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Starlight reduction. Financial council members. Nope.
Dock request accepted.
Market demand drops.
Dock request accepted.
Oh, crap.
Dock request accepted.
Nope, still nothing. An SU guns.
Mercenary has gained a level. Dock request accepted.
So I really wonder if this news thing actually works. Do I think
Dock
it is?
request accepted. Mercenary has gained a level.
Currently there doesn't seem to be anything wormhole related in there.
Dock request accepted.
Temperatures rising, don't care about that.
Dock request accepted.
Thorium ore discovered moving through fair, okay. But again, nothing out of the ordinary.
Dock request accepted.
No more updates. I think that was it.
Dock request accepted.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Dock request accepted.
That's what you get for doing this so late at night. Just don't have the time to do it anytime else. So for now, this is it. And let's see. Security levels, award ceremony. Yada yada yada.
Dock request accepted.
Okay. Now what I also wonder is if I go to my home station, right about here.
Warp drive activated. Warning, raiders detected.
And go here. Is it the same news? That's the question. I wonder. Also, I'm realizing more and more how lucky I am that this wormhole is so close to Void Starburst. It's basically on top of it, making for a very,
Dock
very short
request
warp.
accepted.
Let me see. Aren't these all different now? No, they are the same. So there's only one news. Crime is on the rise. Okay. Let's do something about that.
Drone launched.
There you go, sir.
Drone docked.
Mining, salvage, all
Drone
docked.
docked.
Let's wait for some raiders, shall we? What could go wrong? Well, yesterday I did get blapped. Almost. So, they do still have power. But it does take a while before they get through the ships, the shields. And I also have 3 defense drones and some torpedo defense. It's not a lot, but it will need to. Yeah. I might not get to the end of the hour like this. It's all good. I do see that you are not able to see the drones here. But I guess it's fine. It's just a drone view. Or maybe I could put myself a little bit more like here in the middle.
Warning.
Oh,
Raiders detected.
not the time to alt up.
Auto target activated.
Go target some things. And now we go back. Because we need to go clean up the mess. Look at them go. And another level, 200 skill points. Engage this target.
Drone docked.
Okay.
Drone launched.
All drones. And get some of that good, sweet, undamaged parts. And now they just keep picking up everything.
Drone launched.
Once we have the undamaged parts done, I will do the scrap parts. These I also need 20k of, so that will take a lot longer. And then we go for junk parts. And we're doing this while we're waiting for everything else to respawn. Usually it takes about a time to completely salvage this, but I did lose some time for raiders to respawn. That's what we're doing now. Now we're done with junk.
Warning. Raiders detected. Drone docked.
All drones there.
Drone launched.
Let's kill some stuff. See the brownish guys, those are the ones that do the most damage. So the moment they are gone, it's game over for them. We take the closest one so they don't scram us, and we're done.
Drone docked.
Dock 'em.
Drone launched.
Launch the salvage drones. We scan for what was it called? Undamaged parts. And then we just assign some drones. In the meantime, we have them clean up. In the meantime, I go and... Ooh, that's a good item. An artifact. Plasma beam, class 10. Only 20 DPS though. But does have a quite a long range. Okay. Time for scrap parts. That took a bit too long. And this is basically what we can do to maximize our income at the moment, at least. So just salvage kill raiders, and that's it. Let me go for junk parts. A lot more of those. I also have passive income for all the mercenaries in the station, which is about 120 per hour. Or yeah, per however many minutes it is in this game.
Drone docked.
Okay. Launcher attack drones.
Warning, raiders detected.
And already they're attacking. Didn't hesitate even. Alright.
Drone docked.
Dock them up. Salvage drones
Drone
out.
launched.
And we go for, again, where is it? Undamaged parts? And maybe metal fragments, if there are any. Okay. Any more of these boxes? Yeah, there's one there. In the meantime, I really hate the slow turn rate on this thing. Okay, I'm done with this. Scrap parts. Go do your thing, drones. Oh. We have junk parts. And then we keep salvaging. Okay, we're 30 minutes in. Okay, and then after this is all cleaned up, I will just move into the station again. And see if we can find some more of that wormhole stuff. Because I am interested in the cases that there are.
Drone docked.
Let's throw the stock back up. And we are going to watch some news, and then we're going to move back to Void Starcross. But first we're going to drop off everything here, of course.
Dock request accepted.
Let's see. Yeah, basically everything can go. I will open up the refinery and try to find the salvage. I'm hoping to get some, there they are, warp fuel. Not that I don't have enough, but I always want to keep a healthy supply, just in case. So that's what we do. Alrighty. I'm actually not sure I like it. I'm actually looking at the off-screen video. Not sure I like the placement of it. Let me toy around with it a bit. Crap. Well, actually, it's fine. It's fine. The thing is, I'm always looking like this. Yeah, okay. Let's put this thing back here. There we go. So everything is refined. That means we can just put everything in the storage. All good. Let's see if there's crime is on the rise. I took care of that. Nothing really to do here. So let me just move back to Void Starcross now.
Warp drive activated.
Ooh, junk parts. That's something I'm not going to get into now. Except for these things. Okay. Biomate University. Let's try this for 5 more minutes, and then you might want to consider doing something else.
Dock request accepted.
Sell off, nope.
Dock request accepted.
I wonder if there are actually
Dock
Wormhole
request
news
accepted.
messages. It's all about budget and financial stuff, nothing.
Dock request accepted.
Might be interesting to be able to filter
Dock
on these
request
news
accepted.
items. You know what I mean?
Dock request accepted.
Change of seasons. Okay, Microstar Affecting weather patterns. Maybe that's the wormhole thing. Maybe it's just temporarily they
Dock
spawn,
request
and
accepted.
if you don't jump, they just disappear again.
Dock request accepted.
I know it. I'm gonna do 5 more docks. It's
Dock
one.
request accepted. Dock request
It's
accepted.
2. That's 3.
Dock request
Maybe
accepted.
that's a 1 time in 100 or something. And now we're at 4.
Dock request accepted.
And that's 5. Here we go.
Dock request accepted.
Nope. Nothing. And also, let's quickly go through the map again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what I'm trying to find now is still another wormhole. If somehow one does pop up and it's not in the news, then I know it's not always related to the news. The way things have been going and not really predictable wormhole spawns, which I'm guessing is a good thing. You don't want wormhole spawns to be predictable. They're wormholes. Trying to check if there's a link. I could ask in the forums, of course, but where's the fun in that? Okay, still nothing. Not even the bony system. Too bad. Ah, it already has a wormhole. God damn it. Yeah, it's too bad. Do one more redock.
Dock request accepted.
Nope. Doesn't change a thing.
Dock request accepted.
I really wonder how they are generated then. That's okay. Yeah, the problem that I'm having right now is that I can kill more raiders, but it's become so easy that it's it's starting to bore me out. Docks Prime Wormhole. I think I already cleared that thing. Let me check. Where is Dockstar Prime? Over there. Yeah, it's already has no remote that I found yesterday, so it's fine.
Dock request accepted.
Yeah, so as I was saying, next up are stations. I could get those done. I could buy a document and grind the 385 million. Gather all materials and craft some more buildings, but I feel like it won't really matter that much. So what I'm going to do is I will just quickly read up on the forums and just double check all the things. Let me quickly switch over so you can actually see it. Oh wait. Can I copy paste this? Now that I have a camera, I might as well. Yes, there we go. Let's put this guy over here now. Maybe that's better. Oh. There you go. And now I am also visible on the screen. Let me try this again. Oh, oh, yeah, perfect. All right. And that's it. So we are now on the Steam page. So as you can see, I got a lot of achievements. It shows today because I played until 4 a.m. or something. No, until 1 a.m. I think. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. I still have 10 locked achievements. Now what is left to do? These are maximizing skills. These are surviving beam damage. That's just more PvP and tanking. Maximizing skills, salvaging, 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 and then some NPC kills. So I can see, at least from the achievements, there's not really much to do or left to do. Looking at the store page, so his last update will be build 157. That should be the 1.0 version. So there really is not much left, and to be honest, for 1250, at least in my country, this game is a steal. It's crazy. I have played this now for, I think it's in total. Let me check. How much did I play this? 56 hours. I don't like the hour to money ratio comparison that people do, but it's still quite nice. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal. I think it's a very good game. I wish they would take it a little bit further. We have some discussions going in the community hub. Yeah, that's a question of mine. So basically stating the same thing. That I was just saying now is that for me the progression has kind of stopped, and I like that constant feel of progressing and doing things more. But I get the game is a sandbox, so you can't have everything. And there is mod support. So let me just quickly see what that's about. Back to the thing. So let me just quickly log out and go to title screen. So what you can see here is that there are mod tools here. And you can edit. So currently I am running in the mod folder. This is basically the original mod version. We have Momo Slab. And this mod will give you all the balance changes that he added to the game. Now what does that look like? So you have a scripting editor here. These are all the scripts. And for example, you can see, I wonder if did he really just, it's crazy, right? That he built a visual scripting editor. I am assuming he built this all by himself. To just make all these quests and everything. It's crazy. Then you have commands lists. You create a new command. There's warp gates. These give you an option to buy the passkey. And then you have option 10 and option 30. Option 10 sends you back here. I'm guessing this is then the ID of the option. Yeah, in this. 30 is, at that point, you check if the player has enough credits. And then you go to 50 if true. Get passkey. And then exit. It's just warp key 47. Like these values, I have no idea what they mean, but it's interesting that it's just a inline editor for all of these things. What else can it do? There's probably tutorials out there to show more of these things. These are all the ships. For example, the dreadnoughts are the biggest ones, and there's two. The Nova Reaper, which you can also apparently edit, and exists out of different parts. And then you have that's the one that I'm flying now. Now looking at the stats, things did change a bit. All these numbers are now rounded. Maybe they were already, I don't know. Now what I'm wondering about this one is, where are the faction bonuses? And that I don't know. Parts, pilot cams, mod slots. There's nothing there. So it's crazy how this works, but I wonder where the drone bonus came from. So I can always check out later. Then we also have station editors. So this basically is for the campaign at least, or all the stations that we have. For example, Biomate University is the first one. It has multiple services. Multiple market items and everything here. So as you can see, you can basically edit the whole fabric of the game. They have an item editor as well. Not sure what that does. And it basically lets you update for example, here you can see that 10-1, 2-1 between the first and the last. The size is times 25. It can grow up to max 5 size of 1500. All of them can only have a max 1500. Crazy. Okay. I'm not gonna go into deep. I have a structure editor. And this is for Wormhole hideout. But then, for example, to defend it, something happens, and this is a radar structure, by the way. It's not selected. There's here nothing that explains how they spawn, for example. Yeah. Let's go back to mods. And then just show the ship again. I think he already changed some things here, I don't know. Anyway, I am curious about this because I am considering starting a new game once the game releases into 1.0, and won't be immediately, but maybe after a few months. And then I'm really considering doing the free play, having it on maybe hardcore mode. Let's try it. And then the thing here is like all these details is crazy. the amount of warp gate links. You have a galaxy, you can set up to 500 sectors. I would probably go to 200 or something. Then again, could also go to just 50. I'm not gonna go through all these, but as you can see, there's a lot of customization possible when entering the sandbox. And this is all made by one guy. It's crazy. So yeah, let me switch to this view for a second. So that's it. I wonder who does not recommend this game? Why would you not recommend this game? Feels way too empty for what it's trying to be. Yeah. I think this person has way too many expectations. Way too high expectations. A simulated EVE Online single player experience. Yeah. I would recommend Sir Deckard to pick up a coding course and try build something like this on his own. It is absolutely insane the amount of stuff you need to do to pull this off, or at least pull something off that's even remotely like EVE Online. So yeah, too bad. These are like shitty reviews. You do not meet the requirements? What? I am an account might be too young. Alright, so yeah, what I had a problem here is that people I get why he doesn't want to recommend this, but you always have to take this into account that this person probably wanted to play EVE Online but doesn't like the PvP part of it. Sounds familiar. Comes into this, reads, oh, this is an EVE clone, and then thinks it's going to be a full-blown EVE experience. When EVE has been around for what, 20 plus years with a giant team of developers. This is one developer who made this over, I think, 6 years. Yeah, shame. Most helpful. I would not find this helpful, to be honest. Yeah, it's a shame that these kinds of reviews happen. It's one thing to give feedback. I also gave feedback. You go to the bug report forum. There's like all these are mine. They might look a bit dry, but that's because I'm coming from a coding environment. As a coder, I just want to see this is the issue. This is how to reproduce it, and this is how you may or may not be able to work around it. So that if you look at this, you can immediately assess, okay, this is important, put it on the backlog. This is not important, put it somewhere else. So yeah. I'd rather have people then put feedback in the forums than writing bad reviews, to be honest, but you can't control what people do. But the space, especially the review space, seems a bit hostile sometimes. But yeah, just one bad review over, I don't know. Let's just see most recent reviews. I think most people do recommend this. Even after 20 hours, 30 hours, 3 hours even. Yeah. Mine is coming up. I'm just waiting for the 1.0 release and to wrap up this series. I will probably wrap it up at around day 30, I think. For me, the goal of this series was to just get my feet wet in streaming, YouTube recording. I haven't done a single minute of video editing. I still need to learn that. And it's probably something I will do next. And I will see what the goods are, the bads are of the videos, and see how we can improve. And figure out what the hell to record next. I have some ideas in mind, but those will come up soon. But for now, I see we reached the hour mark. I set an alarm. And on that note, I bid you all farewell and see you on the next one. Bye.